Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. It's Wednesday, August 26th. We're going to review 0-day options today on SPY and the small account challenge. Nvidia earnings after hours today, so pretty grindy. Be expected. There we go. Yeah, let's get into it. Heavy was climbing all day. It's weird how that happens. I don't quite understand it. I guess because these options don't expire till 15 minutes after. I don't know. Daily options, though, when earnings are after hours, not too sure about that. But yeah. Anyways, here's the 30-minute chart. This is Eric. He's SPY Day Trade on YouTube. Been between the moving averages for the most part. We opened up with a gap up or gap down. I'm still sick. Sorry. Excuse me. And a couple big 30-minute candles. I mean, relatively big. Today's trade range was pretty tight, though. Broke the blue and 5-day. Didn't quite test that blue down there. Rallied up. Resisted the green, then broke it. Completed this cup and back to safety for end of day. Yeah, I didn't look at his 1 minute today. I just charted on my own. I wasn't struggling too much, so IV was high though, so I didn't have a whole lot of buying power. So I traded on Webull mostly. We'll start with E-Trade. I think my first trade's on E-Trade. Yeah. 957. This is a call. I'm a little bit further out of the money today just because the IV. Yeah, it wasn't my favorite. I had purple here from this and this support and resistance. Bullish controlled selling. Broke the 20. Yeah, resisted, broke it. I didn't like it a whole lot. It's a very small structure, but it did break the purple. I got in right here. Yeah, with a call. I broke my green buying right away. I was trying to get a little bit of time, and this candle stopped me out. That purple, I just stopped out on that. So, yeah, 91 cents to 85. Dang, I start talking and my head just starts hurting. 1018. I'm gonna call right here for this gray that I charted. Trying to find trying to get basically the inverse head here on this little shoulder that was built up there for the continuation. Waited for it to break this selling I charted right here with the green. Got it on this candle somewhere up here. It reversed completely, and I'm out 106 to 96. I'm out right here. Continues to come down. Comes down to the low of that gray. That gray was from right here. These resistances, and then kind of these supports in here. That's what I was seeing at least. Later on, I charted this gold, which, yeah. Anyways, I think I had another one right here. Yeah, I tried it again at 340. Sorry, never mind. That was on Webull. Webull, I am in a call at 1023. Yeah, right here. This candle, it was green. It was breaking my green, selling. I had gray for my stop, and I was in it, and it reversed. 1023. Yeah, for 88 cents, out for 81 cents at 1024. 1025, I'm gonna put for 89 cents. Didn't get the best. It was a limit order. It was like somewhere up here. Since it did break my gray. Looking for a low of day, ideally. Breaking orange on the 30-minute right here, I think. Blue was kind of the sleeper in there. I wasn't even really noticing. It could be finding support on, which it did. Anyways, a minute right here. What did I say? 1025 for 89 cents. Close it on this candle. No, on this candle. Big engulfing green candle. I close it on the next one once this is closed. I was waiting for low of day or, you know, a candle closing higher than the previous close. Definitely this engulfing candle, and I just had a little limit, so closed out right here. That was 89 cents to 95. Surely this was better down here, but it wasn't low of day, and I want to give it some room. Next trade is at 11.18. This is a call. Right here. You see for the gray bounce, didn't complete the inverse cup, so somewhat bullish. I have purple, I think, at this point, maybe. I don't know if I have this red yet. Yeah, I think I just have purple. Purple I got from, oh yeah, I had it from back here, purple. So that gave me some more confidence in purple, seeing this happen. It retesting here. Nice little inverse head here potentially, and I'm in at 11.18 on this engulfing green candle with gray as my stop. It rallies up a little bit. I get another one on this candle, 11.19. 81 cents on both. Close one for 80. Oh, sorry, 80 cents and 81 cents. Close one for 80 at 26, just after it wasn't going anywhere. Oh, I just wanted to reduce my risk a little bit. And then close the next one at 11.30 for 76 cents on this candle. So a little red trade there. 11.38, I'm into the next call. Right here. Break of this green I charted from back here. As well as I think I had gold then. Yeah, I think I had gold. No, I'm not sure I had gold yet. This is just for the break of green, I think. Yeah, still looking for the upside here. Wait, is this a put or a call, actually? Should have been a call. Yeah, it's a call, 11.38 for $1.03. Similar to the trade I took yesterday that I wasn't super confident in. This one, the confidence level is a little higher, especially if I has gold. I can't remember. But I jumped in right here. I maybe didn't have that gold yet. 11.38 for $1.03. Closed it at 11.45 right here for $1.29. So contracts weren't moving a whole lot just because the IV was pumped. The range was actually pretty tight too. It was the first candle to not make a new high or close a new high, as well as breaking my green. So I'm out of it. And we're at top of purple there. So a lot of reasons to be out. However, if it breaks the purple, I want to go long, because that's all I had at that point for the gatekeeper. I think this red ended up being one that I discovered later. 11.48, yeah, I jump into a call. 91 cents to 85 cents, 11.50. So I jump in here. Big engulfing red, I'm out on that one. I was using gray to manage it. And I like to know that I can do that. That helps me to get out when it's at the resistance and not try and hold through the break in case it doesn't break like it didn't here. Uh, 118. 118 I'm gonna put. I missed that little downside move, which is fine. Yeah, this got a little tricky down here. So gold broke. Came up, retested. My gold is a little different though. I changed this. I had it like down here, so this wasn't a retest. I actually adjusted it to be this way, so that retest worked perfectly, which I think was a little more accurate. But if you keep that in mind. So inverse cup still isn't closed here. And then we flush through, which I was kind of expecting. I actually was away for this. It's not that I would have caught it. I didn't have purple here for the support. That would have been the only way to catch this was on that, which isn't my favorite, especially. Yeah, just wasn't great. Wasn't a great entry here. Let's see. This is what I got the red from right here. And then I noticed it here too. I put it there. So I think that red was legit. Came up. Yep, I wait all the way till purple here. Got to put, I think. Yep, got to put here. This was an inverse head and shoulder, which I saw. I didn't have a way to manage my risk though. I was, yeah, I was like, I could have done it with a 5-day, I guess, but otherwise, just like jumping in here on 5 days, not usually a play I make. Sometimes I'll do it with 5-day or 20 days of support, but yeah, I didn't. Might lose power. It's a pretty gnarly thunderstorm. What I say, 118 I'm gonna put. Yeah, right here. This was kind of a wide stop, unfortunately. I have this purple, then I have this one too from that breakout up there. I get in right here, and I'm out here. 73 cents to 66, so yeah, I could have avoided that. I remember when I got into it, I'm like, oh man, this is kind of a wide stop. 123 and 124, I'm into calls for $1.08 and $1.05. Right here, once it broke that purple, came down, huge flushy candle, of course. I get another one, I think, on this candle. Yeah. No, I don't. I get them both right here. Then it flushes. And I hold. I close the first one at 136 for $1.10 for a little gain. So held through this. I just wanted to reduce my risk. Eventually I had this charted with this gold. Yeah, right here. I think I did a break even stop in the other one. Oh, my voice, I'm starting to lose it. Next one was at 159. This was a put. Yeah, I got a little whipsawing here. As you can see why, it was breaking my purple, and then I had charted this red and this gold. Ended up making like this megaphone pattern, which are not very nice to trade. I got back in here for this being the resistance. Yeah, in red. Let's see, 159. I'm out at 208. Looks like 95 cents, 91. Yeah, held all the way to there. Not very red though. $209. Back in, I think, a call here. Yeah, back in a call, out of it at 210. This candle. I'm like, alright, I see what's happening here. 245. So I had this gray here, which was from back here, and it broke through it here, so I kind of disregarded it, but it was kind of wedging with this red high of day, or the last gatekeeper, which I didn't really realize at the time. I wasn't too confident in this yet, but you can see it wedged with the gray and the red. On this kind of breakout candle, I got it here, kind of a chase, 87 cents, closed it for 91. Since it was a bit of a chase, I only had one of them. I closed it, I think, on this candle. No, on this candle. Once that engulfed and broke the green, I closed it. 49. 1509. I'm in a call right here for green being the buying. I do a break even and stop out. There are those trades. Up here, just break even stops. And then on E-Trade. E-Trade, I'm red. Webull, not too sure. Might be a little green. Oh, I did have one more trade here in a day. Let's see, 340 to 344. Yeah, I'm in a call here for grays as support. 10-minute move, moving up. I get in right here. It rallies up. 340. I buy it for 74. I close it for 68. How did I lose money on that? Oh, this stopped me out. This candle. That's right. That kind of sucked. This candle right here stopped me out. Breaking 20-day as well as the gray. Then it came up here, and I was waiting to get the breakout. It rejected on the 10-minute candle, and I don't usually look for this, but I could have in this case. It's not always the best, but just going the opposite direction then. I mean, this is where my stop is, so I could go opposite. Potentially, I mean, potentially it'll chop around here and you still rally, but in this case it didn't, so that's why I don't always just flip if it's not breaking out and finding resistance. Because this was a nice move down to VWAP, but it's not always that way. Anyways, those are the trades. So up, like up, coming down. Have a nice 6th round. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.